Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2019 with the Bath City Football Club, where we're trying to take them to the top of the Premier League and beyond. And so far here in our first season in Sky Battle League 2 in the season start, we have definitely been doing really good from ourselves. Pretty much made a name out of us, so to say. Sure, we are not that many games in, but at the moment we are fifth in the league, and that is definitely a lot better than expected, since we were expected to fight for staying up in the league. But with this start, I am very pleased and I think that we will definitely be up here next season as well. The game coming up here is going to be a very tough game though, as it's against MK Dons, who are second in the league, and also we're playing as a away team, so that will definitely make things a little bit tougher for our players. And we are having the first team report of our of a team in Premier League, 3 classes above our current league tier, and that is a tip that I've read that is going to work most of the time really well, but we'll see if that's the case for us here. And we scouted this midfielder here, Mikael Klaas, a free agent, but he's not really better than any of the players that we are or that we have, so I don't really will be wasting time on scouting him further or trying to sign him. So as I said, yeah, pretty early in the league, but we have played 9 matches already, so we are in a very good position for for us to build on this and have a great season comparing to what were thought of us and expected of us before the season. And that is really key, of course, in keeping the board happy to perform better than expected. So I always try to go for under deliver and under promise and over deliver is what I meant to say, not the other way around. You should never under deliver and over promise. That is really a bad way to do anything in life, I would say. Let's see here. So nothing really too special there, and suggested to play down the left here again. So seems like many teams are weak on the right and are suggesting to play on one of the wings. And yeah, we are also weak on the wings, really, so we will not be doing this match either. First match here in this episode against MK Dons. We are huge underdogs here at 5 times the money, so will be pretty darn hard for sure. So let's see here the scouting report or scouting meeting, if they are finding any interesting players for us to sign or scout, and it doesn't really look like it at the moment, at least. But we are waiting on that team report, as said, and that will be very interesting. Here, unfortunately, attacking midfielder. Otherwise, he certainly looked like he could be interesting, at least, which would have been good. Training last week for the first team at 7.48, so pretty darn good. And for the under 23 at 7.23. Under 18s only 7.29, so that's not really a level that we would like them to be at, but it's better than being even worse, of course. But yeah, it's for the under 18s to be at that level, it really takes a lot for them to be even worse than they are at the moment. So let's see here. So Gosling not really improving, but we haven't switched a month here, so should be improving more after that. Akon improving a lot here, actually. And I don't know if we have praised him for his training performance, but we can praise him for his development at least. And Heat, pretty much the same thing, improving a lot as well, so that we'll praise him for also. Pomselli improving a little bit but not too much. The same thing with O'Connor. And then nothing else really too special to note. We have quite a few players to criticize though. I like to criticize my players that are below 6.5 in training rating, since I really think they should be able to reach at least 6.5. At least that's I think it's a fair rating to reach, since they are. Well, for the matches, I don't know if it's the same for the training, but for the matches, they start at 6.7, so everything below that is pretty poor. So below 6.5, I really think they should be doing better, but I could be wrong. If I am wrong, do write it in the comments and let me know that I shouldn't complain to or criticize the players that are below 6.5 in training, or overall in training. What's the best thing to do? Of course, I guess it's to try and keep all the players happy and praise the players that are doing a good job and criticize the players that aren't, which is pretty much what we are trying to do. So I hope I'm doing quite all right here. So the question here, Gosling, how have you been doing these last few matches? You have not really done anything good these last few matches. You started off really well over the season, but after that, not so much. So I should of sorts play someone else like Alloy. How have you been doing this season? So you have been played one game from the start and got some substitutions. And yeah, you haven't really either been that great. So I think we'll stick with Gosling for now. And Alloy is only half a star better, so I don't really want him to be playing. I want to try to develop Gosling. I think that's the better option. So we'll go through a match like this, since I know or saw that we had the strongest team we could possibly have in the team, and we will try to play just that and see if they can perform a good match here again. And hopefully maybe can take advantage of that they are playing Giles there, who are having a condition of only around 80 when starting the game. And hopefully we can, yes, as I said, take advantage of that. I see that we have De Havilland that's pretty tired here, so I guess he will come out pretty early there, and a dangerous free kick, or not free kick, corner there by MK Dons. Very well done, or just outside rather. And Jesus, how big a stadium do MK Dons actually have? This looks like, well, tens of thousands of capacity for attending the game. And here we do have the first goal for MK Dons, unfortunately. So the scoreline 0-1 here after 31 minutes for Bath City versus MK Dons. Jesus, this is... How many levels is this? It's crazy. This must be shared with some team or something. I got a look on the stadium here. Maybe directly after this match, or in halftime or something like that. So let's see here, not too much left here until just that halftime. Sorry for that bounce a little bit, but shouldn't hopefully hear too much out from that, since I've upped the mic game really with the shock absorber and things like that. So hopefully you didn't hear the bang of my clock actually against the desktop table. And here we have at the end of the first half. So the scoreline 0-1 for Bassett versus MK Dons. Shots 4 versus 7, shots on target 2 versus 2, and position 47 versus 53%. So let's see here. That's Stadium MK actually. So built 2007, a new arena, and it seems to be their own, and a capacity of over 30k. That's like crazy. That's actually this year we need to have a look at. So I'm not really that knowledgeable about English football or the history, but I really need to look. Yeah, so they have actually been in 2007. That's for when they went up from League 2 basically, and they have even been up to not the championship. It's Skybet now. Well, I guess it's Skybet Championship for one season, but not really done too great overall. But crazy stadium, really crazy. I wish we will get that one day, but I think that will take super long time. Having 30k stadium, maybe in Premier League, but even that will be doubtful to reach within a reasonable time, really. But we'll try, of course. First highlight here in the second half, free kick there from Heat that looked a little bit dangerous, but not really leading to anything. And unfortunately, it looks like the highlight will be here on a counter-attack for MK Dons, and it is, and it's a goal, unfortunately, here in the 56th minute, extending their leads to 0-2 versus Bath City for MK Dons. But speaking more about the stadium, it's actually kind of well packed, considering we are in Skybet League 2. It must be like quite many thousands of people attending the game still, so that's extremely impressive. A chance here for Bath City, maybe, and unfortunately there we got dispossessed there by their defense, I guess, but we managed to take the ball back. And the ball to Heat. Heat here dribbling the ball, passing to De Havilland. He will play it wide to O'Connor. O'Connor getting dispossessed there and out for a corner. And the corner here from Charles. Unfortunately headed out to safety. And MK Dons with a chance of a counter-attack there. Didn't really lead to anything though. But time for making substitutions here. So we will play Merch instead of Baker. Baker having a really poor game. And we missed to do the halftime talks there. When I did that, Baker maybe should have been yelled at in halftime there. And Heat are not having a too great game either, so we'll put on Gray. And we'll take a little bit of a gamble and put in Sangster instead of De Havilland here straight away. And he will be playing the playmaker, and that's actually a little bit more defensive, but it's all right. So we'll move our mentality up to positive, and we'll shout push forward, and we'll see here if we can get anything from that. And we do have a highlight, but it's for MK Dons here again, and they shoot just over the bar there, so no new goal there at least, so that's good. Next shout, I will go with Show Some Passion here. Working pretty fine there. And about 10 minutes to go of the match here. I don't really think that we will gain anything special by shouting more to the team. So I'll skip that, and that's the end of the game here. So the scoreline after full time is 0-2 for Bassett versus MK Dons. Shots 6-13, shots on target 3-4, possession 49-51%. I think the lads didn't do a too bad game in terms of stats. It was not too uneven. We could have won that if we were having better quality, if just looking at the stats, but we weren't. Unfortunately, it was the other way around. We certainly didn't have any quality chances, so we didn't just get up to the level that we needed to win that game, but we didn't get too hammered. So I'm not pleased, but I'm not displeased. After that game, we are now in 8th place in the league, 1 point off from playoff, 3 points off from promotion, and 9 points clear of the relegation zone. So let's see here, and they have 8,500 attending in that game. So extremely good attending numbers for a Skybet League 2 team. Very, very impressive there by MK Dons. So next game coming up is going to be an easier game. It's a home game and it's against Aldershot Town, who are 20th in the league. So hopefully it will be much, much better and easier for us. But we will see, just as always in these type of games, you never quite know 100% how it's going to go. But we will try. So anyway, how are you guys doing? I'm actually very tired of sorts playing this game or recording this quite late at the end of the week. Soon have the weekend for myself to rest up a little bit, or to rest up, and for myself I don't really know if it's for myself. It's with my family actually, and having time for my little baby and everything like that, which will be very, very nice after a pretty long and boring job week, actually, my usual regular job. But it's actually my last day at it tomorrow, finally, and I've waited for so long for something to happen in my real work life, so to say. So it will be quite a relief to switch jobs, and hopefully it will work out good for me and everything. And well, just everyone pleased, hopefully. So we will see if that's the case or not. And yeah, if you have any questions about this game or about me or anything like that, do leave a comment on the episode and I will reply to everything. And you will also quite possibly get pinned and liked and everything, every good stuff like that. And speaking of good stuff, if you think this is good stuff, remember to smash that like button. It's very much appreciated. And also, if you haven't done so already and want to follow along on our journey, remember to hit that subscribe button. It really helps as well for you to see when we upload new episodes in this series or any other series that you would like to see. With that said, we are having our next pre-match tactical advice here from Philip Smart, and we only get the option to add the team instruction to add get stuck in, but I don't really like that option, so we will not be using that this time around. So we will see here what we get. So according to the bookmakers, we're slight favorites actually for the first time almost, I believe, in Skybet League 2. So hopefully we can do a good match here. In our first team squad, average training we're at 7.55, so that's pretty nice. For under 23s, 7.45, and under 18s, 7.69. So that's pretty decent as well. So we'll praise Chadwick here, and that's all right. We'll criticize Sharif, just to try and do a little bit in the U team as well. Let's check our senior squad here. So, as I said, in between, well, in the month, it doesn't really happen that much. It's when you get to a new month, the real improvements happen in general on the stats. So, when switching to a new month, you will basically see the training result from the month before it. So nothing too interesting happening in between. Just trying to keep everyone motivated as much as possible. And Akinola should stay back at all times, so we'll try to get that training in once again. He failed to get that in last time we tried, but if our coach thinks that we should try it again, we will do so because we trust our coaches. And I also got a tip reading on a Facebook group actually to sign a director of football and take notice of his reputation and also, of course, player ability and potential ability, the scouting features of the director of football. So that is definitely something we will look into at the end of the season. So again, this is the strongest team for us, definitely, as it is right now. So we will go to the match here straight away, and hopefully we will have a good match here against Eldershot. So let's see here. Let's kick off on play, and let's hope we can do it good here. So, have any one of you actually been let's see, not improved, but gotten ideas from watching a Let's Play series or something like that? I have certainly got ideas from that. One that we're doing right now, actually, I've definitely taken some inspiration from Luluyu and things like that, and we get a really lucky goal there, actually, on that shot. So taking a very early lead here in the 5th or 6th minute, 1-0 for Bassett versus Aldershot. But yeah, I've taken some inspiration from guys like Luluyu, and I've have watched Vintage Beef for ages, Kurt Mac and other streamers and similar that are quite big and well, at least today, but not massive, and playing, well, not really these sort of games, but a little bit more light-hearted games, so to say. But I also love like Colonel Failure, a great channel and great guy. I think he's really funny, doing real fun Let's Play series, and just the way he builds things up and doing short and long episodes and switching it all around pretty much like we are trying to do. So certainly I've taken inspiration from a few guys, and yeah, also trying to do things good and trying to give you some tips, guys, and doing my best for it. And there we had an equalization, unfortunately, from Aldershot, 1-1 after 20 minutes, and actually a very, very beautiful goal there by Dolan. So let's see here on the replay. We got an own goal there as well. I believe it hit one of our defender and got a little bit deflected there. So lucky for Eldershot as well. So that should even everything out there. And a free kick here from Heat, and it's a goal in the 29th minute. And Bath City retaking the lead 2-1. So I think that's actually where our first shot on goal. Yeah, it was. So we're about to say as well that or the stats were really in our advantage in terms of shots and things like that, but that doesn't always translate to goals, especially if you don't hit the target, which we have been having a hard time to do here of sorts in the first half. At the moment, highlight going on for Aldershot, unfortunately, and they shoot there just over the top of the bar, really, really close actually, and that's their first miss on the target, I believe. And there we should have the end of the first half, pretty much. And there we have just that. So the scoreline after one half is 2-1 for Bassett versus Aldershot. Shots 8-5, shots on target 1-4. Possession 42-58%. So definitely have been doing a pretty good game here in the first half, considering how many shots we have gotten off. And considering how low our possession were. So in that term, really good. But I feel like we have let Aldershot up a little bit too much here, maybe. And complaining here to Aiken and O'Connor, who are having poor ratings. But yeah, I feel like we should be able to do better, but not really too sure what to change to make the players play better. I didn't try to tell them to play better, so to say, and switching out players that are not performing. But we'll see here. So next highlight here in the 47th minute, or the first in the second half. Poncelli with a chance, but passing back poorly. And let's see here, intercepted by Eldershot, and like playing ball back and forth here, and I'm aiming it on the right hand of the field and going through and shooting just over the top bar there, really pretty much to the corner of the goal, but not hitting the target. But I are coming here again, and a second chance and shooting outside of the target again here, just wide of the goal this time. So yeah, we definitely need to do better here in the defense. We are not making good play here so far, and actually I were looking at the wrong side here now in terms of that, for example, but more things as well. But yeah, we're not performing here, so let's put in Gray instead of Connor, that have a really poor rating and a yellow card. And other than that, I think we'll put in Merch again. Baker is playing bad and is pretty tired, so we'll do a little bit of early substitutions here. We'll show some passion here, because I think the lads can do better. I don't know if they will react positive to that shout. They did though, so that's good. And a chance here in the 65th minute hit with a free kick, but unfortunately it's only gone to a counter-attack for Aldershot here, playing it wide, and the cross is in, and goal for Aldershot Town here, unfortunately, and it's all equalized in the 65th minute. And yeah, a little bit unlucky there. I think our defenders there maybe could have done better. Definitely defending the line there better. Letting a player get in that easily behind the defensive line is not good at all. And yeah, we'll shout the man more here, since I really think they can do more. We do have next highlight here in the 76th minute. The ball to Devlin, passes to Merch, passes to Charles. Charles almost getting dispossessed there, but not the case. Gray not able to connect with the cross there, unfortunately. And looks like another counter-attack for Aldershot here. And actually being able to dispossess them there very close to our penalty area. And we will get a counter-attack here, maybe for Bath City, yeah. And Gosling there shooting just over the top of the bar. So the first time in a long time that we actually have seen Gosling with a chance, I would say. But speaking of that, let's do something different here. Let's put in Eloy here instead of Poncelli, actually, since he were tired and having worse rating than Gosling. So we will put in Eloy and see if that will do anything, and let him play as a poacher. We'll show some passion here for our last time. And 1 minute to go here until full time, and this will be the highlight for the final whistle, I would guess, at least. But can be the case that it isn't. It is sometimes, very rarely, but this time it was for the final whistle. So the full time scoreline 2-2 for Bassett versus Aldershot. Shots 11-10, shots on target 1-7, and possession 48-52%. So overall, everything getting pretty much more even here after full time than after one half. We did get up in possession, but we lost out on shots here in the second half a lot, unfortunately. So yeah, I think we could have done a lot better in this game. Still, any point at this stage or the first season in a new league or after getting promoted is more or less a win. So still good, but yeah, we definitely could have won in that game. So a little bit sad about that, but it's all right. So after that match day, we are now in 9th place, 2 points off from the playoff battle, and 4 points off from the promotion, and 10 points clear of the relegation zone. So let's see here. We had 2,248 attending in that game, so quite a decent Heat on form, so let's praise Heat here. So that will be everything for this episode. Hope you have enjoyed it. Thank you and goodbye. You have been watching Rawslowgaming, and I hope you have enjoyed. On clicking on the video on the left, you will see the next video in this series, and on the right our latest upload to the channel. And with that said, thank you again for watching.